Good morning, world.
Good morning.
So, you asked for it, you got it. Chris Webby. You guys turned me on to him just a couple weeks ago, and I checked out his Raw Thoughts 5, and that's what we're going to be reviewing today.
Awesome. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian. Thank you guys again. We found out about Tom McDonald from you, and we can't thank you enough for that. And then Chris Webby came on, and I played Cedric this song, and I said, we got to do this. Yes. You guys wanted it. Some of you want us to go back and do Raw Thoughts 4. We'll do that in the future, but we figured we'd catch the most current one right now.
Yes. So. And for those of you, just a quick disclaimer, for those of you who are used to some of our earlier videos and you let your kids watch, you may want to think about that. This man's going to do the best job he can. Are you going to try and edit this?
Yeah, I will take out, because we are on CTA, Conservative TV now too.
Conservative TV.
So America. I will try to silence all of the really bad words, but there may be some, like, ass, things like that are okay, and we think, and I think they're okay for network.
I think they're both awesome. To make the comparison, Tom McDonald, Bill Cosby, Chris Webby, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, he's got.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
There's a few more profanities. In fact, I'm probably even gonna have to blur out his hat just for network TV. But
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So, but it's a long song, so we're gonna hit it right now. Those of you who don't know who Chris Webby is, you are in for a treat. I don't believe this guy's conservative at all. I think he's more kind of an anarchist, just freedom. It's fine. Either way, the truth-telling in the song is awesome. So let's hit it. You ready? Chris Webby, Raw Thoughts 5.
There's a lot of opinions floating around these days, and I got my own. They may not be publicly acceptable, they may get me canceled, but it's my goddamn American right to speak them. And if you got a problem with that, suck my dick. In a world made for the weak, the meek, the beta males and the sheep, too soft for debate. If they don't agree, then they just block and try to censor whatever you speak. Only like minds on the timeline that they see. They anti this and anti that, so close-minded really, they just anti-facts. And you can show them the proof, but if it doesn't all align with their views that they've been programmed with from the news.
So we just want to hit, already a lot. So those of you who follow Tom, he hits hard at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Chris Webby, no exception. And then look, for those of you who know, in the pop culture right now is the Squid Game. Squid Game.
Yes,
so
which I watched.
Yeah, I did not watch it. He watched it, but I know the reference because unless you're living under a rock.
Right.
So you can recognize these outfits right here.
Well, it takes Squid Game, just to touch on that real quick, it takes a bunch of people who are sheep. They're down and out, they're down their luck financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is, and they're given this opportunity to win a ton of money provided they subscribe to a certain game and how the game is played. And if you subscribe to how the game is played, the end result is that you can win a lot of money. The negative effect, you could lose your life. And I think Chris Webby's making that same comparison here. Like, yeah, we can all play the game, but
if you're a sheep, you're going to lose.
You're going to lose.
And really, they just anti-facts, and you can show them the proof. But if it doesn't all align with their views that they've been programmed with from the news.
You know what? I didn't catch it the first time. Sorry. He's talking about facts, but he talks about how if it doesn't align with their views. So he talks about what we talked about on our episode about Jesse Smollett. Mm-hmm. The facts don't fit, and it's kind of like this. It's like,
my rights don't end where your feelings begin.
So again, facts over feelings. But the media on the left, and he's pointing this out, is that they will only talk about facts that fit their narrative. So I didn't catch that the first time. Sorry.
There's a lot to catch.
I won't stop more again because I know it's.
If it doesn't all align with their views that they've been programmed with from the news, then they don't want to hear it or even fucking be near it. See, the truth is too much for their spirit. That's why they fear it. They try to tell me no, but fuck it, I'ma say it anyway. I've been waiting for the government to kill me any day. What the fuck? I'm not important enough? Must I talk about the vax, how they poisoning us? Or the Vatican and all the little boys that they touch? I'm not scared. Shit, it's not like I'm avoiding this stuff.
So, just a quick visual. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when you watch mainstream media, especially if it's a Democrat speaking, they've always got the sign language person there.
Right.
And it's funny that he brings that up because you don't see it all the time. It's only certain things that they bring it on for.
Right.
And which is funny because if you're hard of hearing, because my father's hard of hearing, he just puts the words down below. He just programs it on the TV for the words. So,
Well, she kind of reminds me of the look on her face would be like if she was Joe Biden's interpreter.
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying? What's going on? But
Exactly.
I think she's either impressed or caught off guard by what he's saying. Like, wow, you're really hitting some incredible points here. Going to the Squid Game thing, in the very beginning, it was him duplicated many times. He was wearing 203. I don't know if that was symbolic of him being cloned and he's just a bunch of sheep over and over again.
I don't know.
203 is the area code for Connecticut. So I don't know if that was a city in Connecticut or Pittsburgh, the Iron, but you guys know. You guys let us know what that was.
I'm not important enough. Must I talk about the vax, how they poisoning us? Or the Vatican and all the little boys that they touch? I'm not scared. Shit, it's not like I'm avoiding this stuff. Yeah, the First Amendment still lives on through me and certain other motherfuckers who ain't on TV. We the last dinosaurs alive in AD. When we're gone, then you'll really know that freedom ain't free. But if
Really quick stop. I love that. Free thinker in a museum because people don't think for themselves anymore. I mean, you guys watch shows like us, so you're free thinkers, but you see all the sheep out there that just ingest all of the media and they believe everything they see.
That was a statue, the bronze statue. I forget the artist's name.
Yeah.
I forget his name. Rodin, yes.
Yeah.
we the last dinosaurs alive in AD. When we're gone, then you'll really know that freedom ain't free. But if everybody got to showing some balls, these agendas they've been pushing will be slow to a crawl. But y'all so fucking soft, obeying and going along, sitting there triggered over a song. I know the type, got a Black Lives Matter sign on the front porch. Never had a black person in the house. Yeah, it's time to call them out. Virtue signal motherfuckers ain't about shit. They just running at the mouth with these
So you know people like that, right?
They don't watch my stuff anyway. The lady I'm currently dating, first time I went to her house, there was a Black Lives Matter placard in the window. I'm thinking,
was it really?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
I'm thinking, have you guys ever had a black person in the house? Why are you promoting this? What's going on? But it's always the white liberals. And although I don't agree with his ideology, Malcolm X said, "Be careful of the white liberals who are promoting the black agenda. Yeah. They're the deadliest ones out there."
Yeah, it's again our favorite word, everybody. Hypocrisy.
Front porch, never had a black person in the house. Yeah, it's time to call them out. Virtue signal motherfuckers ain't about shit. They just running at the mouth with these pre-programmed points of view and these ludicrous facts. Asian hate, stop acting like you knew about that. If you need a safe space, there's some room in the back with fresh vaginal wipes you could use while I rap. Pussy, yeah, it helps them all sleep at night, knowing they signed a petition for equal rights for transgenders, talking like it's their fight, when in reality they never met one in their life. They don't donate or actually do nothing about it. They just sit there sipping Mountain Dew on their couches while they clapping for each other and circle jerking themselves. Applaud the loss of freedom and cancel those who rebel. And I'm the bad guy cause I'm white and not gay, which means that I'm a bigot and discredits what I say. But I'd rather have some toxic masculinity than have an inner bitch in me, bitch. So suck a dick of 3. See, the algorithm's keeping you lost, and now you're caught in an echo chamber of your own thoughts. Let me talk while I can and speak to all my supporters before there's lawyers, threats, and gag orders.
Okay, before we go on, because I know you guys know better than us, is the person who fired that gun, is that a transgender person?
Right.
We did one back with, was that a Tom McDonald video?
Tom McDonald,
right?
yeah.
And he had a transgender person on there. You guys let us know if that is a transgender. I'm assuming it is.
I wonder what the symbolism was, because he was going to take the shot first, and then she tapped him on the shoulder and said, no, I got this.
Because he's just a straight white male.
Okay.
He'll get busted for it. She's intersectional.
Okay. All right. So, okay.
Right? Because he's white and this guy's black.
Okay.
She's like, no, don't do that.
Right.
You'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
Let me, and I'm assuming she's transgender. Let me do that.
Okay.
Right?
Good catch.
Pick a 3. See, the algorithm's keeping you lost, and now you're caught in an echo chamber of your own thoughts. Let me talk while I can and speak to all my supporters before there's lawyers, threats, and gag orders. Cause nowadays that's the American way, with this false administration that has led us astray. They want the country to heal, but they don't spell with an A. What they mean is to obey and do whatever they say.
That's just too good. Got to stop it. Two things there.
Oh my goodness.
One, I have kids, and they're the age. I mean, they're older now. They were the age where we watched Blue's Clues with them, and back then it was just an innocent little show. Now Blue's Clues is promoting all of this woke agenda, and so that was kind of cool just to bring that in there. Yeah. But then, as you pointed out, when we watched it the first time, the heel.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, this goes back to this administration. When they first started in January, their whole thing was unity, and we want to heal. But it's like, do they want us to HEAL, or do they want us to HEEL?
And we know the answer to that.
Yeah, heal.
Cause nowadays that's the American way. With this false administration that has led us astray. They want the country to heal, but they don't spell with an A. What they mean is to obey and do whatever they say. But we tired of that. So when I'm here to rap, I got a duty to the people to bring light to the facts. Never see a day I'm taking it back. If I gave a shit, then I'd use a mask for wiping my ass. And when it comes to the shot, I don't care if you got it. Why you care if I didn't? I'm not understanding the logic. Shit, it's such a hot topic, you can get them in malls. I just got my 8th booster. Fucking round of applause. People scared to say it, so they just say nothing instead. So let me make myself clear so they don't twist what I said. Hell yeah, I'll get the shot with a gun to my head. After they pull the trigger and they vaccinate me dead. Raw thoughts. And I ain't no Democrat, I ain't no fucking Republican either. These motherfucking raw thoughts. I'm a free-thinking citizen of the United States of America, god damn it. Raw thoughts. And I've been seeing where this world's going, where this country's going, it makes me sick. These motherfucking raw thoughts. The new world order. Take that vaccine and shove it up your ass. Raw thought.
Okay. I do like the fact that he's talking about the vaccine, obviously, and how it's just, I have my own raw thoughts. It just doesn't make sense. And once you guys can tell me why certain members of Congress, members of the Postal Service, and why literally thousands upon thousands of illegal immigrants are crossing the southern border in Texas every single day without getting the shot, but yet I have to get it. And we've talked about this numerous times. If it was a vaccine, why are there boosters after booster after booster after booster? Yeah. It's not a vaccine, it's a drug.
It's a drug therapy. Yeah. They're using that definition very lightly. And as you guys have watched, if you watched the last episode we did after I got over COVID, I've got natural immunity. And it may not last forever, but I'm figuring, a good 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, you're good.
A lot longer than the vaccine seems to be lasting.
Right?
Oh, y'all thought I was done? Hell no. This is Raw Thoughts. You know how we do. Line these motherfuckers up. It's time to get to work. Where should I start? Joe Biden, I guess. Old Yeller. Shit, I'm honestly surprised he hasn't died on us yet. You ain't a president, dog. Shit, you don't have to pretend. Come on, Joe. We all know that you ain't actually win. Yeah, them puppet strings holding you up. Weekend at Bernie's. Dementia really slowing you up. Should we be worried? You're tripping upstairs, then you're sniffing on hair. Someone go and get this geriatric man a wheelchair. And then you got his son making lots of loot from the Ukraine and blew it on prostitutes. So I snort a line of crack rock off the protective case up on Hunter Biden's laptop. So I'm typing in caps lock like, hi Fauci, I seen that mail leak, dog. Better get a better antivirus called a Geek Squad. The king of back.
I'm sorry, I love that. You better get a better antivirus called the Geek Squad.
Right? Oh, this man is just, there's just too much to talk about. There's just way too much to talk about with this man. He's just hitting on points left and right.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Laptop, so I'm typing in caps lock like, hi Fauci, I seen that mail leak, dog. Better get a better antivirus called a Geek Squad. The king of backtracks. Last time I seen that many wrong numbers was me when I failed math class. And Jen Psaki, I'm getting sick of that lying twat fire crotch. Always trying to tell me they'll require shots. But if it's shots that they want, I'll let them have it. If they knocking on my door checking my vaccine status. Andrew Cuomo, grabbing asses like the old days. Still had time to kill more old people than old age.
Okay. And then we talked.
I like how you compared shot to shot. Come and make me get that shot.
Oh my goodness. And it's just, he's just calling out mainstream media also.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's talking about, Andrew Cuomo. Let's not talk about the thousands of elderly people that you killed by putting them back in the old folks' homes when COVID was going on.
Yeah, Cuomo, the hero of the left.
And that book you wrote to get some publicity. And now that he's gone, and then now brother Chris is gone from CNN. And how the mainstream media just ignores stuff. And what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. They're not talking about that trial.
I know, of course not.
That's going on. And good and doggone well.
And when she commits suicide, it probably won't even be in the news.
Oh, yes. And if any of Donald Trump's son, whether it's Donald Trump Jr. or Eric, if they fart and it smells bad, it makes the news. Yeah. Hunter, they just gloss over.
Yep.
Like it's no big deal. And I love what he said. He said, I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat. And Brian touched on this when we first started filming. I don't think he's either one. I think he's like, I'm just trying to see the truth.
Yeah, I'm just free thinker and free speech.
That's what they want, I'll let them have it. If they knocking on my door, checking my vaccine status. Andrew Cuomo, grabbing asses like the old days. Still had time to kill more old people than old age. We all hate you, judge and defame you. I speak for all Italians, we don't claim you. Injected Rachel Maddow with a fatal strain of mad cow. Walked her up a massive flight of steps and kicked her back down. Seeing news come out, make me wanna smack the dick right out of Anderson Cooper's mouth. So ask your senator, pass me the AstraZeneca vax. Your relative's dad, go and jab your stepmother rapid, testing your ass when you have a temperature. Shit, we going nuts, don't vax the messenger. Like Kamala Harris in Guantanamo barracks. She's incarcerated so many people, I think it merits leaving her there to rot. She deserving of it either way. Just be sure you don't forget to go and throw the key away. Now you can call me insane, but Ted Cruz is actually growing on me. Wait, let me explain. Shot-wise, he's been freedom of choice, while also fighting for the First Amendment, which I need for my voice to get out. So no matter how bad that I wanna hate, I give credit where it's due. I know it's a hot take, but before I'm off the subject, wait, you still ugly. Shit, Arya Stark won't even wear your face. I'll impregnate Melinda Gates. She said my was great. I said, shut up, bitch, get back in the kitchen, fill my dinner plate. Then I liquidated Bill's estate, blew their house up with them in them, let them incinerate. Gathered up their ashes and slipped them into some vaxes. The FDA approved it and shipped it off to the masses.
I like that. He incinerates them and put them in the vaxes that the FDA approves.
All right. This type of song, you need to like write down and dissect it line by line.
Yeah.
Because he just doesn't stop. He hits and he hits and he hits. And right in the beginning of the segment we just played, he talks about, and I guess he's Italian because he's talking about Andrew Cuomo. We don't claim you. That's what happened back in 2020 when with people like myself who are a black conservative, we got a lot of visceral hatred from the black community every time we didn't stand up for Jacob Blake or Ahmaud Arbery or George Floyd and things like that. It's like we are the only people that I know of that take the lowest common denominator in our community and put them on our shoulders and march them down Times Square for doing absolutely nothing or committing crimes. Yeah. Because I don't see you get mad every time a white person gets shot and want to go burn down cities and create havoc. Yeah. It's crazy.
Speaking of George Floyd, I'm sure you guys have heard they took down Thomas Jefferson and they took down Teddy Roosevelt statues. But they'll put up George Floyd. Damn shame.
Them in them, let them incinerate. Gathered up their ashes and slipped them into some vaxes. The FDA approved it and shipped it off to the masses. Had some side effects, but they ain't worried about that shit. Long as I ain't tell no one and pay my taxes. Get your vaccine, shoot up like 15. And don't forget to go collect your free Krispy Kreme. Go and get tested for fun to get a swab high. Cause there's nothing quite like huffing ethanol oxide. And Zuckerberg will try to censor my words. Jack Dorsey shadow banning, this revenge of the nerds. New rules trying to regulate life as it was. More mandates than gay night at the club. So I'm sorry that I had to come and stop the show before we all need a motherfucking shot to go anywhere. So someone had to come and rock the boat and say shit that even Tom McDonald won't. And I'm just
so he calls out Tom there, but I don't think he called. Some people they were thinking they were calling him out bad, but he's
calling out Tom. He's
used him in a song, which is a form of flattery.
Yeah.
And he's just saying, you know what, I'm calling this out, and you know, in his opinion, Tom. But we know Tom calls.
Well, the same way we thought that Tom calls out Slim Shady. He doesn't call him out. He's just talking about stuff. It's no big deal.
Before we all need a motherfucking shot to go anywhere. So someone had to come and rock the boat and say shit that even Tom McDonald won't. And I'm just one guy with the balls to say what I see. Even if I sound off for ways, all I know is that we're way too lost to save. At this point, I could write a raw thoughts a day. Shit, but these are my opinions, and I'm allowed to speak them. You wanna get the shot? Do you? It's called freedom. You don't, then you don't. Stop forcing vaccinating, cause to me, that's like pushing pork belly on a vegan. I mean it. Disagree with my views, that's all fine. I respect you for yours, respect me for mine. We don't gotta draw a line in the sand or nothing. Just respect the motherfucker that'll stand for something. So keep watching the news and keep trusting the numbers. I'll keep digging for truth and tell them what I discover as they cancel motherfuckers just for raising their hand. I'll pull my megaphone out and get to taking a stand. Raw thoughts.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Damn. I like how he says,
stuff.
don't cancel me for raising my hand.
Yeah.
Because now we've gotten to the point, like, if you ask a question, racist, homophobe, bigot. It's like, no, I have a question. What's going on right now doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I need you to explain to me why it's happening, why it's going on.
Well, I'm the racist. You're just the Uncle Tom.
I'm the Uncle Tom. We're my girlfriend and I. We went down a couple days ago to see the comedian Joe Coy in concert, and he said something funny about the whole mask thing. He said he went to a restaurant and he didn't have the mask on, so he had a denim jacket on. He took the denim jacket and put it around his nose, and Lay said, "No, you need a mask on." He's like, "This is denim. Nothing's coming through this." He's, "No, the CDC says you have to wear a paper-thin mask with straps on it that break." And when you ask those questions, and he's talking about how, like, you walk in and you have the mask on, you walk through the restaurant with the mask on, and the second you sit down,
take it off.
Take the mask off.
Well, you know, it's funny because I just got back from Tennessee again, and now this has happened a couple times. It didn't happen when me and you went to Tennessee. But I have a mask specifically made for beards, because if I wear a regular surgical mask, then it messes with my beard. So this one goes over, it still goes around the ears and it hangs low. Well, now all of the flight attendants are saying that you can't have that. Even though it's longer, it's going to cover more area. But so now I got to put like a surgical mask on also. So I could wear that, but then what I usually do is I tuck the surgical mask underneath so it looks like I have it on my nose.
Right.
But I'm not going to wear both.
This is all nonsense.
Anyway.
That was good. That was good. I really enjoyed this. This was awesome. For those of you, to reiterate what Brian said, I never heard about Chris Webby, but
Webby,
yeah. Chris Webby. But in the comments, like, you couldn't go 20 comments in our videos without saying, you guys need to do Chris Webby. You need to do Chris Webby. So I was like, and that's why I love this YouTube platform. When used correctly, it's a great source of education and conversation between people. Whether you agree with us or not is irrelevant. But let's talk about certain things and do it in a way that is congenial and nice and kind to each other.
But let's talk about the song too. The song was good. I don't know, like Tom does all his own beats. I don't know. You guys let us know. Does Chris do his own beats? Does he have a production company? Because obviously these videos, there's a lot more production because it's done, outside in different places, in different locations, a lot of special effects. Right. Does he do his own beats? You guys let us know. I don't know. I'm sure he writes the stuff, the lyrics, but I thought the beats were good. I thought the melody was good and everything. Yeah. And the way it was almost like the old Samson video we did. It was almost like two songs in one.
Right.
It was the first part, and then the second part when he gets tied to the chair in front of the TVs was like a second part to the song. But it was good.
Great. It was great.
Do you have a comment?
I do. I was going to say, for those of you who are new to Cedric and Brian and you haven't watched us before, and the Chris Webby fans, we welcome you. If you guys are really about unity and you want to show that and showcase that, we have these Cedric and Brian mugs right here. The better looking half is my face, and the other half is Brian's face. The shaggy beard. But just go to the link below, go on to Zazzle, get it now before Christmas. You guys can still get it. Everyone drinks coffee, tea, hot chocolate, cocoa, whatever it is. Get your Cedric and Brian mug. This was only appropriate here. We normally read a comment after our videos, and this is from Garrett McAlpine.
And what video this is for?
I forgot what video this is for.
It was a Tom McDonald naked, right?
I think it was Tom McDonald's naked. Yes, okay. It was Tom McDonald's naked, and he said, "Would love to see you two respond to Chris Webby, brah. He gets you thinking the way Tom does." I can't disagree with that. You do get us thinking. We appreciate it because that's, when you go back to the bronze statue you showed in this video, the thinker, we all need to be free thinkers and not be inoculated by what the mainstream media puts out there, because they're only going to put out there what they want you to see. So you guys got to be free thinkers, do some research, do information for yourself, and become free thinkers.
Yeah, because there's so many people out there that Cedric talked about before that, put all their trust in the vaccine, and which I talked about before, that when COVID went around my household and my neighbors, he ended up getting it too, and he's been double vaxxed. His symptoms were the same as mine. So again, if you get a mumps vaccine, you don't get the mumps. When you get the chicken pox vaccine, you don't get the chicken pox. So this is not a vaccine because you're still going to get it. And they try to sell you on, well, you'll get it less. Maybe, but who knows? In 99% of the cases, they're mild symptoms anyway. Right. So how can they really test that? So anyway.
Omicron. We got 20 more letters in the Greek alphabet to go? We've gone through a few. Except for the one for the Chinese president, they skipped over.
Had to take that one out, the XI.
Yes. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. We really enjoyed this song. Keep the suggestions coming. We learned that. We learned from you guys. And thank you guys for checking us out and giving us the responsibility to bring our thoughts to you. We love that. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and share our channel with everyone you know. Until next time, I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian.